She's like, I need to tell you something. I need to get off my chest. I was like, no problem.
Spill.
Her dad slept with her best friend.
Her dad slept with her best friend.
She's 21.
We are here with my hairstylist, who is also like a creative genius.
Wow.
Not that I would say that to her face, but I'm trying to get on her good side today. and she's actually the first person I think See You Next Tuesday did an interview with.
Oh my god, I'm honored.
Because it was the
first one that we did?
Yeah, the first one we did was 4 years ago, which is when we launched. And it was, I think, one of the first articles that was on the website.
Oh my god, stop.
And now we're back 4 years later.
Honor.
And I think you have short hair now.
I think I had short hair then too, but I had pink.
Yeah.
It was pink and short, so it was quite different.
It was different.
Yeah.
And you've moved like 2-3 salons since then? She has commitment issues.
It's like to bump around.
She just pops around.
You know how it is.
So the first time we interviewed, I think we talked a lot about the history and sort of why you got into it. So we already know that, so we're just gonna have some fun today.
Okay.
And I want to get to know Lindzie more.
Okay.
What's your favorite tattoo of yours?
Oh my god, this is one of the hardest things that people ask me online. I actually get this all the time, and I'm sitting here like, how the fuck do I decide over like the last 15 years which one's my favorite? I think it's gonna be, honestly, the Arby's one is pretty good.
I was gonna say, you need to explain the Arby's lore. You need to explain the Arby's lore.
It's something that, like, if you haven't had it, you need to go out and get it, but you have to go to, like, a Burlington location. Any other location is bullshit, and I can name you every single location. There's just something about it.
She loves Arby's.
She's been
trying to get an Arby's sponsorship for 15 years.
These hoes don't like me. They pin my comments all the time, but I'm like, why won't you just send me something?
You're like, can you please just
give
let
me a
me
coupon.
be a sponsor?
Give me a t-shirt. Like, that's
You
all
need
I'm
a
asking for.
t-shirt?
No, bitch.
Arby's.
I have to go buy my fucking t-shirt.
Arby's, get on it. Get on it. I'm including a close-up photo of your tattoo for proof.
Yeah.
But you've worked with like a lot of big brands, a lot of fast food brands, randomly enough.
Which is my favorite. I feel like my brand
favorite?
is fast food.
It kind of is. She starts her morning. Well, actually, tell us how you start your morning off every day at 7 a.m. sharp.
I crack a cold zero.
Wait, this is actually funny because I have a Coke Zero here.
The first.
Every morning I crack a Coke Zero and I watch a crime documentary and it's 7 a.m. and Brandon will come in the room and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, this is just my regular. Have I eaten yet? No.
Have you drank water?
No.
No.
What? Ask me the last time I had water this week.
You told me you had water yesterday.
Okay. Did I say that yesterday?
2 days ago.
When I say I had water yesterday, it was like a sip.
Girl.
So I don't know if I really count it, but
She currently has a Coke Zero on her workstation because...
Stay
what
hydrated.
else? It's not hydrated. That's like the opposite of hydrating, actually.
Literally, I bleed Coke Zero at this point.
Like, Coke should sponsor you
I
for
know.
when, like, you pass away to
know.
open your body up and be like,
Yes.
look, you can survive
I
on
know.
Coke.
I actually saw a TikTok of a girl the other day, and she was like, "Things I don't give a fuck about. People telling me I can't have my Coke Zero at like it was. I think hers was like 8 in the morning, and
I'm
I was
not
like,
saying you can't have your Coke
relate.
Zero. I'm saying have a sip of water before you crack open a Coke Zero at 7
Water's
a.m.
just so boring.
That
I can't. You agree, right? It's boring. Thank you.
it's not. I was just sipping a bubbly, which is basically just water, like with flavor.
No one has to know.
Okay, fair. What's your favorite hair that you've ever done, that you've ever styled?
Oh.
She's the queen of creative colors, which is
love
why I started going to
Yeah.
you when I was dyeing my hair bright pink.
Yeah. Okay, it's a toss-up between two of my friends who actually hate each other right now, so this is quite funny.
Putting them on blast. Guys, figure your shit out. Come on.
They already know I blast them every day.
Come on.
Okay, so do you know the pastel one that I posted on my story recently where it's like half purple, half pink, blue tips?
Yeah.
That one's like up there.
Yeah.
And then recently I did Sam's hair where it's like a modern shaggy mullet with like a bunch of like peaches and blues and pinks. That one was just like fucked up.
Yeah.
I really went above and beyond with that one. I'm gonna toot my own horn.
Yeah.
Like that one
Toot
was
your own horn.
That one was like
toot your own. Toot your own horn.
Thank you so much. That one was probably my favorite.
That one was really. I like when you do a lot of like the different colors together because normally in my head I always imagine it's gonna be ugly. Like whenever, when someone's like, I'm getting like 7
That's
colors
so
in my hair,
fair.
I'm like, okay, that's teach
Sometimes
their
it's
own.
muddy.
But every time you post them, I'm like, oh wow, somehow she figured out how to
pulled it
make
together.
them beautiful.
I feel like my brain only sees color, so
It really does.
It needs to be exact, or else I'm gonna...
You also are a perfectionist.
It's bad. It's really bad. You know that I have like a Nike Dunk collection and I won't wear it because if the toes crease, I'm not well up here.
I don't think you're well up here.
I don't think so either.
But I don't think that helps.
Brandon was like, we need to start wearing the shoes. And I was like,
Sorry, it's a collectible.
yeah, no, it's a hard no for me. They get to sit
It's a hard stop
yeah.
today. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to take them out and look at them sometimes, but they don't go on the feet.
You just look at them? Like,
It's
you just
just-
line them up
yeah.
in your room?
Pretty much.
You just, like, hug them? You're like,
Yeah.
oh, bye.
I'm a shoe person.
Are
Me
you?
too.
Because if you wear these shoes every time.
Don't look.
Oh, my gosh. We should talk about when you got roasted on the internet for your...
Bring it up.
It's your comeback era.
Hit me with it.
It's your comeback era. Basically, I don't know if you guys have seen, like, I guess like a trend, right? Where the hairstylist has the options behind them, and then the person who's getting their hair done can't see it. So, like, you pick one, whatever.
A roulette, if you may.
Yeah, sorry, that was the word I was looking for. I was like, what the frick is it called? And she posted, like, one that went viral. But for the... she got obliterated on the internet.
Yeah.
Would you like to share your side of the story? It's your time to come back.
I mean, listen, I love when people tell me to go play in traffic with a blindfold on because I colored someone's hair. I was dumbfounded by this moment. I was dumbfounded. I don't understand it. I think it's absolute bullshit, and I think it's so shameful that many people would say that, because at the end of the day, like, all jokes aside, that's someone's hair,
right?
And that's someone that, like, this
They can
person
read
has
the
to look.
comments.
Yeah, and she's the one who showed me what was happening, and it was actually posted by fluke. It wasn't even finished editing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it got posted, and it got destroyed, and it just came down to, we're gonna turn off the comments. And we're gonna just, like, not let this happen. And I'm actually gonna repost that hair because it was fucking amazing.
It was amazing hair.
Orange
and I feel
and
like
pink is
what
so...
everyone was saying also was like, oh, she can see it in the background.
Yeah,
or
bitch.
something.
Like, okay, there's mirrors. Okay, and the other thing is I work at a salon where there's mirrors behind you, not in front of you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people weren't understanding that she literally could not see it.
Yeah.
There's
like
a
the
camera in
setup
front of
here is
her.
the mirrors behind the
Literally.
thing. You don't see yourself in
It's
front.
such a, it's different. So I'm gonna fucking repost that shit
As you
because
should.
I think it was amazing.
It was amazing.
It was perfect, and
was
she was perfect. And you know what's funny about this whole ordeal? 2 months later, she shaved her head.
The hate got to her.
No, but she needed it. She needed it, and
wanna
she
shave
looked
my head so bad.
so fucking
Yeah, I
cool with a
bet.
shaved head. I was like, if you ever grow your hair back out, I'll shave it.
Oh my god.
I will never let you have not a shaved head. Like, she looks so
Oh my
fucking cool.
gosh. I would let you shave my head
What
if
an
I
honor.
decided to do
Wow,
it. I think
what
I
an
have like
honor.
too many dents though for it to look good. Like my head's a little dented.
Fucking dense.
Honestly.
Bitch, her dented head.
Do you not think you have enough? Do you think your head is dented a little? I think
Yeah,
everyone's
definitely.
head is dented.
My mom said that I, like, fell once, so I have, like, a little
That
forehead
explains
dent.
so much.
I know.
That literally
This is what I'm
explains so
saying.
much.
This is where the perfectionism comes in.
Oh my goodness. So you're really big on social media for a hairstylist, I would say. Like, you have a relatively large following. And how has it differed, I guess, since when you started? I don't think you were, because you weren't like an influencer or anything before then. You started posting when you were doing your hair and stuff. And
Yeah.
I think it has been like a steadily increased your audience like over time.
Yeah.
And I know we've talked about it a lot, how difficult it is to maintain like your online life and your online persona versus your real life. Is that something that you still struggle with?
Yes. I think when I first started, I wasn't posting myself at
Yeah.
all. It was strictly hair. So I kept my personal life out of it, and no one knew a thing about me. Like, if you tried to find anything, you couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
And I think over time, I've just kind of, like, leaned into it a little bit more, and I'm like, okay, let's just, like, let people get to know me. And the more I've, like, actually let people get to know me, I think they actually understand where I'm coming from a little bit more than when I say, like, oh, I'm going to be checking DMs this day. I'm busy doing this. I have a life behind things. As you see, I feel like people can be a little bit more lenient. It is crazy, though, to see, like, where I first started to now, because now I have, like, 8 brand deals
Yeah.
and contracts and like so many things that I'm so grateful for.
Yeah.
And obviously wouldn't have happened if I didn't have this platform, but I think it's always going to be a struggle to separate personal life and social media because a lot of the times too, no one's going to know if I'm having a bad day. You would never know online.
Yeah, you're not
ever.
unless you're like, hey guys, worst day ever.
Let's fuck it
Maybe
up.
that's what you just thought too.
Maybe I need to do that, but I will I don't do that.
Yeah.
I try and keep my page like light and like powerful and positive because I want people to come onto my page and feel like uplifted and like they're gonna have a good day on there. Because I feel like there's a lot of influencers that don't do that. Like I just can't imagine. I want everything to be like really positive and light, so I try and keep it separated. Did that answer most of your question?
Do you think it's something that an aspiring like hairstylist needs to be a part of, I guess, in the world of hairstyling today? Like, is that almost expected to have like a persona or a following online?
It's actually hilarious that you asked me this because I just saw a meme the other day that not every hairstylist has to be an influencer, and I full-heartedly agree.
Yeah.
I feel like there's this pressure in this industry where you have to be an influencer, and I disagree with that full-heartedly. There is like a nice part of it. I have days where I come in, I don't film, I don't post, I don't do anything, and there's something about just coming in and doing my job off record, you know? And then there's other days where it's like, oh, it is kind of nice to do what I do, but with doing what I do comes a whole whack of other shit that sometimes I don't want to deal with.
Also.
Yeah, it's a second job, and like I have adjusted my life to that second job where not a lot of people have that. So I think there's like a lot of pressure, but I fully think that people are allowed to be in this industry and just do their job and not do this on the side.
Agree.
Right?
Yeah, it's because it takes up so much time.
It takes up so much time. Like I am now part-time at the salon because I have to do social media full-time on my other days off. So it's like 3 days on, 3 days on to the other one.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, you have 4 days off. Like you have so much time to do stuff. I don't.
No. Do you like that aspect of it? Like, are you happy that you, I guess, became an influencer in this
Yes.
world? Yeah.
I love it because it's brought me so many things like K-Teen, Good Die Young, like all these brands that I am obsessed with and would die for, and like traveling and like work, like getting products that I probably wouldn't have gotten if I didn't do this, and like meeting new people. Like I've gone to influencer events where I've met people that I'm like, I probably would never meet you if I like didn't go to this event, and like I have become such a homebody, so it's nice that it gets me out of the house and stuff. Yeah, 100%. So I'm glad that I do it. Yeah. And I'm glad that I've kept up with it, and I think it's been good. Yeah. But it's definitely not for everybody. You really have to have like the thickest skin in the world, because
honestly, it's a lot of criticism online. Also, it's just like people are trolls.
People are trolls.
And especially TikTok, I think people troll a lot.
TikTok is worse.
TikTok. Because on your Instagram, I don't think there's not.
People are nice to me.
People are nicer on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because also I find people follow people they know or whatever on Instagram, whereas TikTok, it's a lot more like the way that the feed works.
It just, whoever gets you gets you.
I think I know the answer to this, but who is your dream client? Like, whose hair would you love to style?
Obviously, Miss Williams.
Obviously. I knew you were going to say that. Do you have a second favorite?
Ooh, let me see. Style or, like, color?
Either or, I guess.
I'm going to go with color. Color? Because I'm not, like, I hate styling. With a passion.
A hairstylist that hates styling.
Oh my god, I literally hate it. Okay.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna be a rat for a second. I'm gonna go with Billie Eilish so I can fucking not put green in her hair, because the amount of people that come at me saying, you look like Billie Eilish. I'm like, I'm not Billie Eilish, motherfucker. I have one side green.
People are saying you look like Billie Eilish?
Yeah, they do, because I have green hair and it's always straight men. Straight white men.
The straight white men, they can't differentiate.
They don't know shit.
One of them is like, Billie Eilish is like what, like 19?
Literally.
An international pop star?
Literally.
I can't believe she's here in Toronto all the time. That's
I know.
Crazy. I can't believe she has a residency here. I would love to meet Billie Eilish though, so you can hook me up with that one.
I feel like she would be really cool.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like she would love.
It's just when I hear her name,
she would love to hang out with us. Also, I think
so too.
I think she would fuck with Arby's. Maybe she can get the Arby's sponsorship. Billie,
if that's what I have to do, I'll do what I gotta do. If that's what I have to do, I'll do what I gotta do.
If what I have to do is hang out with Billie Eilish to get an Arby's sponsorship, I will do that.
I'm in.
What's your favorite sponsorship you've had?
Oh.
Or a brand deal that you've worked with?
Well, there's one I just can't tell you.
You can't
yet.
say yet, yeah.
I can't tell you yet. That's one is my favorite.
Yeah. I think the 7-Eleven one was pretty fire.
7-Eleven one was good. I wish that I did it solo.
T.
I wish I did it solo.
I love the crop tool.
Oh my god, that was so nice. It was really cute. I made them so much cuter once
You're
I
like,
prepped them.
bye.
See you. So 7-Eleven was good. Which other one? I really want to tell you the one that I have.
You can whisper in my ear. Oh, I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure if you're allowed to say it on the
Yeah, I
web.
can't.
The World Wide Web.
Because it's not like official to the world
well.
yet. So you heard it first.
I
You're the first
did
person
hear it
to know.
first. I did
Other
hear it
than
first.
that, I mean, K-Teen, like,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's
but
fair.
that's been, like, an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
It's not just, like, a one-off thing.
Yeah.
But K-Teen, like, 100%.
Yeah.
They're, like, my ride or die. Like,
Yeah,
I would,
you
like,
guys are
marry
ride or
that
die for each
company.
other. I see that on the web.
No, like, I would marry
I
that
know,
company.
I get it. I love whatever you do with it in my hair.
yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's
but
incredible.
It's incredible.
I want to eat it.
Best and worst part of your job?
Okay. Best part? Social media.
I thought you were
be
going to say, like, the
honest.
tea that you get from people.
I mean, that's coming. Like, social media is, like, one of the best parts. Because,
Yeah.
again, like, I meet so many people. I get
That's
so many
true.
opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, to be honest, that's, like, a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
The tea. I hear some crazy shit.
You do. You do.
I know when somebody's getting divorced before they even know they're getting divorced.
Because I come in and think of, like, the shit that I tell you.
Yeah, like, think
And
about
I
the
know
stuff
that I'm
other
not
people tell
that
me.
unhinged. Like I'm, like, normal unhinged,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. But when other
Can you
people
give us?
come in,
Can you give us a tidbit of gossip that you can share? Inspired by.
oh, yes, I can.
Okay, oh my gosh,
Yes, I can.
I'm excited.
George's just jealous. He wants to be involved. Okay, so my client the other day.
No names. This is all anonymous.
Yeah, fuck. The other day, she comes in and she's very heated and she was like, I have to tell you something, but you have to keep it just between us. And I was like, no problem. And
Just
I'm
you
actually
and the
really good for that.
internet.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, I'm really good for that. And sorry, you're going to know who you are. I won't, like, the second I walk out the door, it's gone.
Yeah.
I won't tell, like, I have no idea what just happened from my day, so, like, I have no memory
You're
until
like, I blocked
see you.
out.
Yeah, until I see you again, because then when I see you again, I'm like, oh, yeah, shit, I remember that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, so she comes in, she's like, I need to tell you something, I need to get off my chest. I was like, no problem.
Spill.
Her dad slept with her best friend.
Her dad slept with her best friend.
She's 21.
My friend off camera right now. You should see her face. How did she find out?
Text.
The friend texted. She got a hey girly text from her friend.
I didn't see the text myself, but it was a text. And
Is your dad hot?
I didn't see, but I feel like I need to know.
I feel like I need to know, like, if it was, I
I'll
don't
check
know
back
actually
with
what's
you.
worse, if he
Right?
was attractive or if he was unattractive.
Yeah. I don't know, but like, could
he
you
married?
imagine? Yeah, to her mom.
I literally thought, I was like, is it a divorce situation?
No.
Yaz is like going crazy off
She
screen.
loves it. She loves it. She's here for the tea. It was bad.
Oh my God, does the mom know?
And I sat there and I was like, oh, babe, like,
You should have thrown in
I'm
like a session of
so-
therapy, honestly. What do you even say to
Well, I
that?
did
Yeah,
18
like,
for free. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to charge her for
You're like,
it.
take,
You
like-
just, like, she's distraught. And she was literally, like, almost an
Oh
hour late.
my-
And when
yeah.
she told me that, I was like,
you're like,
I'll stay late for you.
That's insane. I hope I hope you're doing well, girl. Like, I'm sorry. Like, how do you even recover from that?
Do you want to be involved?
Do you want to come say something? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
What do you want from me?
Your
What do you
beauty,
want?
your looks, your grace.
What's your favorite thing about Lindzie? You might have to.
Yeah, actually, sit down and tell me your favorite thing about
My favorite thing about
What's your
you?
favorite thing about her?
My favorite thing about Lindzie is how she likes to pretend that she's very chill
Yeah.
when she's in fact the opposite. You're the most manic person
She
I've ever
is.
met in my whole life. She'll literally
is.
complain for 6 months about how crispy and fried off her ends are, and she'll be like, I need to lay off the bleach. And then she'll
Yeah.
go home and bleach the living crap out of her hair.
Yeah.
With 30-ball, of course.
Yeah, of
because
course.
she's so manic, she's not thinking.
Yeah. And then she's posting on the internet being like, guys, you better not use heat on your hair all the time. You never not bleach your hair all the time. Like,
Don't be
Don't-
like me, guys. I'm a professional.
everyone's like, how do you get your color? She's like, I don't know, my color just always stays. Like, it's just.
Somebody would do the roast of Lala Lindsay.
100%.
I think, I think we should do like a roast day.
Bro,
you could take
sign
it.
me up. I'll open up the show.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, yeah, I could be the
Wait,
host.
idea. A roast.
When's your birthday again?
For your birthday.
That's okay. We can do like a delayed roast.
Yeah, maybe we don't need to roast her like on her day of birth. That might be a little mean. But he's like, I don't give a shit.
For you? I don't think so.
What's your least favorite thing about her?
Probably the same fucking thing. No, I think my least favorite thing. Well, actually, you don't do it anymore, but my least favorite thing that she used to do is she would put on a baby voice whenever she'd ask me to, like, do anything.
Girl.
Like, because she's so itty-bitty and I'm so
She's
big,
so
she'd ask me to, like, reach for stuff.
She's like, I'm just so small.
But straight bitches do this to me all the time. Like, they come up and they use their baby voices like they would on their straight boyfriends, and I'm like, that shit doesn't work on me.
Yeah, period.
Just, like, ask me, like, person to person what you want, and maybe I'll respect it and do it for you. But if you use
Emphasis on
if
maybe.
you use a baby voice,
No.
I'll punch you in the face.
As
I
you
don't
should,
care.
honestly.
Thank you.
Bring back punching
Equal
people in the
rights.
face. Bring
Yeah.
back punching people.
Totally.
Yes.
Run.
Yes.
Very much. Run. You're traumatizing me.
2024.
Part out, right? About me hitting people?
Yeah. I'll edit it
Whatever,
out.
leave it in. I don't care. What are you gonna do? Fight me? I'll punch you.
Yeah, that's the gag. That's the gag.
She's gagged.
She's gagged.
Yeah, so my least favorite thing that she used to do would, like, ask me, like, hi, sorry, when you have a minute, can you, like, just reach up there?
And I can see her doing that too. Like
Exactly.
I know. Yeah.
And she
Yeah.
would.
With her like bubble tea in the hand.
Whereas
and
now she literally comes up to me and she's like, get me that. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay.
Her real self comes out.
100%.
Literally.
That's kind of what it's all
Yeah,
about.
thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
That really made the interview, I think,
It's
personally.
been Tea Time with Droids.
Wait, you should start a podcast.
Oh my god, that's a lot of pressure.
It is a lot of pressure.
I've also had a lot of coffee by now, so sometimes I don't talk this much. I
I
think
think you
more of, like,
should
a
talk
guest
always.
judge.
Oh, yeah.
Guest
Guest
spot
judge.
person. I think hosting.
Yeah. I totally see that.
We still have the pictures that would be the greatest posters for it.
That is so surprising that you're
Yeah,
funny.
we love to talk shit.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, we like to talk shit.
I
talk shit about each other to each other's faces. and then
As
laugh
you
about it.
should. Honestly, I think it's always better if someone shit talks you. Like if someone's shit talking me to my face, I know you're not gonna shit talk me behind my back. You know, so that's how I know you're a real friend.
Well, shit comes from the back.
Yeah,
That's the whole thing. So you
that's
have
the whole
to say it to
thing.
the
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, I never
You know?
thought about it like that. I think
Yeah, biology.
biology.
The power of nature. I need to go.
You need to go do something.
Speaking of nature.
Speaking of nature, yeah, I was gonna say the power of nature.
Love you so much.
That was great. Your favorite part of the job? Oh, you said social media. Your least favorite part of the job?
Least favorite.
Least fart?
I know. What? Least favorite part of the job.
Seeing me.
Long haircuts. Thick, long haircuts.
Yeah, just sitting there like,
No, you're chopping it. You're fine. I would say...
I feel like putting extensions in would suck.
No, it doesn't suck. I feel like... Oh my god. This is crazy because not a lot of people can say this, but I love what I do. Like, I full-heartedly love my job, and I think it shows because I don't complain about much.
No,
but
you
when I
don't.
do complain, it's like silly things. I think, like, just boundaries. Like, it kind of goes back to social media stuff, like having boundaries.
Just boundaries.
Just boundaries. Not being able to, like, say no to people, I find is the worst part because I want to say no. And that just comes with, like, coming in. When people are coming in and, like, they want a certain hair thing, I can say no to that, no problem. I'm not going to fucking fry your hair to shit, right? But I would say that's the worst part. It's just, like, finding the boundary and knowing when to say, no, I can't come in a day off.
Yeah.
That's it. No, I can't come into a day off.
You should
on
practice
a day
that in
off.
the mirror. Is that a raccoon?
Yeah.
Is your background a raccoon?
Yeah.
Can you show the fans?
Yeah.
This actually sums up her personality, I think. Can you tell me how much you love raccoons?
No, it goes above and beyond.
Okay. What's been your worst experience coloring hair?
Let's get into it. It's really good, okay?
I'm scared.
This client comes in, hair down to her butt, and you'd be traumatized, hair down to her butt. And it's like fine hair.
Okay.
She wants to be blue. No problem.
Okay.
I can make you blue.
You can do whatever.
No problem. So I ask her, do a thorough consultation. I'm like, what's your hair history? What's been going on? And the thing is, a stylist can always tell what's on your head. I know if you're lying to me or not.
You do.
I
You
know
knew when I lied
it.
about box dyeing my hair
Bitch,
black.
I fucking know. Like, I am on it. So she tells me she hasn't had anything on her head. I'm like, no problem.
Okay.
Here's a waiver. You're going to sign that. So she signs a waiver.
You made her sign a waiver. Okay, good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I start lightening the hair. She was sitting where you were sitting right now. Trauma. And
she's painting a full picture.
I'm painting a full picture. So I start lightening the hair, and I'm like, I'm 10 minutes in. I'm like, it's getting a little hot in these foils.
Oh,
like,
no.
Strange. And I took, like, thin little baby light slices, and I go walk away. I'm like, I'm just going to walk away for, like, 5-10 minutes max. I go away for 5 minutes. I come back. Foils are dripping on the ground. Dripping wet because they're that hot. I shit you not. I touched the foil. Went like this. And I went, my finger still to this day has no feeling right there from me touching
lost
that
your
foil.
fingerprints.
I did. You won't be able to find me if I commit a crime, which
Don't
I
put
almost
that
did
on the
that day. So literally,
did she not complain?
No, she didn't. No. She's like, it's a little warm. I'm like. Like I kind of
did you lose all feeling? Yeah, like in your head. Okay.
Finger. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
So I bring her to the sink. It gets worse. I bring her to the sink. I literally start taking the foils off. Black fucking smoke coming off of her head.
That could happen.
I'm like, I'm gonna lose my career. I'm gonna lose my career right now. So I literally, and you know how I can get like so serious. Like I'm usually fun and bubbly, but when I'm serious, it's like a switch. And I go in front of her, and I grabbed her hand, and I was like, hey, babe, now's a good time to tell me what was on your hair. And she was like, oh, like I had like and like this, like stumbling, and I'm like, I've got no time. Like
I like can imagine you.
Flames.
Yeah.
I saw red. I saw fucking red that day, and I was like, I'm seeing the opposite of blue.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I did henna for 14 years.
On her hair?
Where the fuck was this when we did the consultation? I'm fuming, so I quickly rinsed it off. Her hair is falling out, okay? Falling. Thank God for a waiver. Always sign a waiver. And it's so bad. So I'm rinsing it out, and I'm like, okay, like, you know what? We're going to have to do a haircut because you're going to have a little bit of chemical damage here, especially because you weren't truthful. You weren't honest about, like, your history, and I did ask you that. It was one of the first things I asked you. And she's like, I don't want a haircut. I don't want to pay for a haircut. And I was like, no, it's free. It's free. I will do that for you. Like, let's do this. So
you actually don't have a choice at this point
I
anymore.
don't have a choice. So I bring her back to the chair. I'm combing it out. And as I'm combing it out, Jordan's standing there collecting the hair from the comb.
Oh,
I was like,
my God.
Okay. Like, my career, I'm done. Like, I'm toast. Even though it wasn't my fault whatsoever.
Signed a waiver, though.
Yeah, and I did it the best that I possibly could, and I literally used 7 vol.
Oh my God.
7
Did
vol.
it get blue?
Listen, after I brushed it and like trimmed it, I brought it over to the sink. I put blue just over top of it when it was wet. It went fucking blue. And all she had to say for this whole thing was, "Am I still gonna be blue?" Hun, I don't know if you're gonna have hair on your head.
Like, I don't know if you're gonna be
like what? She
most unbothered queen ever.
No. There wasn't a thing in her head that went off like, oh fuck, I might not have hair at the end of this. She was not phased. Was it thin and wispy? Yeah, fuck yeah it was. Did she walk out and pay for the whole thing and I never saw her again? Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years later, she was like, hey, I need to come in for a touch up. And I was like, sorry, no.
She's still blue?
She was still blue. She's still blue to this day. So now, whenever somebody comes in, they ask me if I want blue hair. You can go. I was like, no, that's traumatic. I'm not doing blue on anybody going forward.
I actually haven't seen you do blue in a while.
No, because you actually won't see it on my page in a long time.
That is
traumatic.
I am so sorry.
Like almost set up in
so
flames.
Sorry. You have PTSD.
So much. It's my trauma.
Yeah, you literally almost put the salon on fire. Got like
black smoke.
I'm trying to imagine what I would do in the moment of black smoke.
Black smoke.
I would cry. I think.
I'm just like so intense as a person. Like everything in my soul was just red.
Yeah, no,
like,
I don't
pure
blame
red.
You. I get that.
So don't lie to your stylist.
Don't lie to your stylist.
Don't lie
That's the lesson we've learned today. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
This was great. I really like this. We should do this like
we should
once
do
a
more
year.
of this often. More often. Let's do this.
I know.
When
When Jordan and I started,
yeah. Me after talking to my friends for 3 minutes. Let's start a podcast.
Me too.
We should totally start a podcast.
You have to pick the right people though. Her and I, when we crack off, we go for it.
We crack off. It's a scoliosis.
Oh my God, no, that's actually so true. That's actually so true. It's the only
both
curve in our
crooked.
body. Actually, that's not true. I had to pay for my chest. I have a curve now.
Well, and that's anything you want to say to the people before we log off and you start doing your job?
I need a Coke Zero.
You always
That's
need a
it.
Coke Zero.